It's time for real talk and empowering conversations that matter to our chapter, our community, and for our legacy. Based on Delta Sigma Theta's 5-point programmatic thrust, it's time for DST Dialogues with your host, Jazmin Watson.
Welcome back to MAC-DST Dialogues, the official podcast for the Montgomery Alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I'm Jazmin Watson, your host. Each episode, we bring you meaningful conversations with experts and community leaders, along with a spotlight on our chapter's 5-point programmatic thrust. In this episode, Small Business, Big Impact, spotlight on local Black entrepreneurship. We'll talk with Andrea Mosley, Director of the ASU Small Business Development Center, about the services and resources available to support entrepreneurs, especially women and minorities. Then we'll hear from our Economic Development Chair about the initiatives planned for this year. Good afternoon, Andrea. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, and thank you for inviting me. This is an exciting time for Deltas and SBDC.
Yes, it sure is. And for those of the community that are not familiar with this initiative, can you tell us about the mission of Alabama State University's Small Business Resource Center and some of the services that you provide for business owners?
Yeah, so we've been existing, first of all, since 1985. So we're talking 45 plus years of serving the small business community in Montgomery as well as 8 counties. So our mission is very simple. It is to provide technical assistance to small businesses, and we provide them that assistance through one-on-one advisement, through training workshops, also networking opportunities. We help them in various stages of their business, like business plan development, marketing research, financial assistance, just a plethora of things that everything a business would need to help them survive and thrive.
Yes, and for those of our viewers that are out there that often have those ideas like, ooh, I want to start a business, or I just don't have the resources or even know where to start, right? What are some of the biggest challenges minority-owned startups and small businesses face, and how does the center specifically support minority-owned businesses?
Yeah, so that's a great question, and there's a lot of challenges that our small businesses face. No matter if you're a minority or what, coming into the door, typically what we find is that it's more so planning. If you fail to plan, then it's planning to fail if you do not. The next thing that we look at, that is the majority of the challenges that small businesses, is the financing. How do they fund their business? Where is the money coming from? The other challenge that we look at is just knowing where the resources are, where to tap into the resources. There's a lot of opportunities for small businesses to provide that is free resources for them, but it's how do they find them, seeking for those resources to help support them in every stages of their business. And one of the things I'll say is that's what SBDC does. We do work with a business no matter what stage that they're in.
And so in those beginning stages, or even somebody who already has a business plan and things of that nature, what are specific resources like trainings or mentorships or even funding guidance that these business owners can access that will essentially put them in the right step forward when developing their next steps?
Yeah, so one of the things is that with SBDC is one-on-one advisement. So when they come into our door for support, we provide services for them, not just sending them out the door and here's the material and go work on this yourself. So we actually walk them through the process from every stages of their business. So that means that the business plan, when they come in, we don't write the business plan for them, but we help them to and provide them with the template, which is very good. It actually helps them to answer the questions for the template. Now that we're in the AI and using the tools,
Yes.
we're actually using that now with our small businesses to show them how to use the AI platforms like ChatGPT, Gemini and Claude, all of those types of AI resources that they can actually use now to write their business plan. So when we walk them through, we use the template, use it, drop it in, and then add the information in about your business and watch it do the miracle and the work of writing the plans out. It gets a little challenging when it comes to the financial portion of it. So we still, walk hand in hand with them to build the business plan out, that it would include the meat of the plan, as we like to say, which is the financial statements of the business plan. And that's where most businesses find the challenges are, whether they're starting or if they're already in business with their financials. So you asked me about resources also. The resources is, oh my gosh, it's like we have so much for them that is absolutely no cost. One of the things about the SBDC is that we're part of a 10-center network across the state of Alabama. But across the country, we're part of America's SBDC, which is 1,000 centers across the country. So we serve in Alabama every 67 counties, and the country is every state has an SBDC, and some are just like us, multiple SBDCs. And not only that, because we're funded by the U.S. Small Business Administration, that means that not only do they have services from the SBDC, but they have services also from the Small Business Administration.
And so I didn't even know that it has such a wide network out there, from a national to a local, statewide level, right? And you always hear people say your network is your net worth, especially when conversations center around business and ownership. And even in our community, I guess they would say like the blueprint is harder to attain just by being a minority. And so I wonder, with networking being a vital part of business development, how does the center create opportunities for entrepreneurs to network and have access to contracting opportunities federally or in the state government that minority business owners can have access, even though there is limited access out there for minority people?
Yeah, so it's not limited. It's actually finding the resources, and they're not hard to find. Most of everything is on the internet. It's to really just do the research, ask for small business assistant. It is going to point you to U.S. Small Business Administration. Once they tap into it for any resources that they need from there, and they put the sign up, it's going to send them directly to their SBDC to support them, being that we're a resource partner. The contracting opportunity and the networking. So SBDCs, all of us in every state, we always put on workshops and trainings, and that's throughout the year. With my center, we pretty much do 1 or 2 every month. That is workshop. Every month is an entrepreneurship 101, how to start your business and write the business plan. That's on every first Tuesday of the month. So we open that doorway up because it's virtual, and so they don't have to go anywhere for it. And most of the trainings that we're doing now, which one of the things that COVID opened our eyes up to is, terrible time for us.
Right.
But it really put a spotlight on that we could do training in multiple venues now, which is virtual and online. So we do a lot of in-person and also virtual trainings. So any types of trainings that you need for your business, if you need, we do it. The networking portion, we have contracting procurement conferences, what they're called. So those businesses that are seeking to do business with the federal, city, state, county government, we do the training for that. But before they even get there, just like writing the business plan and starting your business, there's a process for it. Contracting is one of the most challenging things that a business also will try to go into, because literally for you to get that opportunity, you need to be in business at least 2 years before you're able to get that contract opportunity. And it's for federal government, city, state, and county. So what we do from our center, which at Alabama State University, we also have what is called an Apex Accelerator. It used to be formerly known as Procurement Technical Assistance Centers. It's been in existence since 1984. What we do is walk businesses through the process of getting registered to do business with the government, also get registered for their certifications. So literally, it's a one-stop shop as to where they can tap into us to get help what they need for their business and also for the opportunities for the contracts. Once they're registered in with us, one of the great things about the SBDC and the Apex Accelerator with the different opportunities, they will be put in a system that is called bid match. And in the bid match system, we base it on their industry and NAICS codes. And with that, every bid that comes in, once they're in, that they may qualify for, comes to their email, that they don't have to search and find for the opportunities on the federal level. And then we walk them through the process of getting registered with the city, state, and county.
Wow, y'all provide so many resources and opportunities for people to have what they need to make the next step as a business owner. And I'm so glad that we were able to talk with you and you really just break it down for us. And I think you mentioned earlier, and I just want to really highlight this point for our viewers. How can entrepreneurs take advantage of these programs? So how can they access you, you all? And then is there a cost for these opportunities?
That's a great question. There is no cost because we're funded by the U.S. Small Business Administration, federally funded, so it's no cost for the our services. And then also we're funded by the Department of Defense, which helps with the funding that is no cost to you for those who are seeking to do business with the federal, city, county, or state government. So no cost at all. Most of the time, only time that we charge a cost is when we're doing lunch or something like that and we have to pay for it, and then that's it. But all services are free. How they find us, and I'll go from nationally, they can go to Americas with an S, that's americassbdc.org, and then locally, they can go to, because I know your audience is across the state as far as nationally, they can go to ASBDC, that's Alabama SBDC, asbdc.org, and they can find all of their SBDCs based by putting in their zip code, and it'll go directly to them. And then for the locally here in Alabama, in the 8 counties that we serve, you can come to Alabama State University in the College of Business, room 101, and we are there and ready to assist you.
Yeah, I think I am going to hit y'all up in the next couple of weeks because I think I have a couple of business ideas myself. And I've been using ChatGPT, like you said, but I think it is a great opportunity to connect with humans, people who want to see you be successful as a minority business owner. Thank you for shedding the light on the incredible work that Alabama State University's Small Business Development Center is doing currently, and your efforts for helping entrepreneurs build a stronger future and even develop their plans, in turn strengthening our local economy in the city, in the state, and nationally.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, ma'am. And when we return from the break, we'll talk with the chapter's Economic Development Committee Chair, Patricia Hill, about financial fortitude and their programs that will be a great resource for the community and the economic stability across the city of Montgomery, Otago, and Elmore counties.
Just in time for the holiday season. Download your copy of the Black Business Directory and shop and do business with more than 300 Black-owned businesses across the River region this holiday season and beyond. You can download your copy at www.montgomeryalumnae.org. Sisterhood, scholarship, service, social action. The Montgomery, Alabama Alumni Chapter is thrilled to shine the spotlight on Charlena Washington, a quiet force with unwavering strength. Charlena radiates the essence of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated's cardinal virtues: Whether she's leading from behind the scenes or uplifting others with grace and humility, her dedication to sisterhood is undeniable and deeply impactful. A trailblazer in her field, Charlina made school history in 2005 as one of the first graduates of the Clinical Doctorate in Physical Therapy from Alabama State University. Her journey is a shining example of the power of scholarship and the doors it can open. In her professional role, Charlina serves as supervisor for the Department of Physical Therapy and Center Coordinator of Clinical Education at Central Alabama Veterans Healthcare System. Her work touches lives every day, providing exceptional, compassionate care to veterans and their families with heart and excellence. Her service to MAC is just as inspiring. As co-chair of the Sergeant at Arms Committee, a member of the International Awareness and Involvement Committee, and an active member on Heritage and Archives, Charlina leads with purpose. Most recently, she received the Sergeant at Arms Committee's Trunks Up Award, a well-deserved recognition of her hard work, dependability, and leadership. For her dedication, scholarship, compassion, and desire to serve, Charlina Washington is our sisterhood spotlight. She doesn't just wear the letters, she lives the legacy.
And we're back with the Economic Development Chair, Patricia Hill. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm doing great. So happy to have you here. And we just got done talking with Andrea Mosley, and we're spotlighting Black entrepreneurship in the state of Alabama and in the River region specifically. And as chair, can you explain why one of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated's 5 programmatic thrusts are economic development, and why is it important to our community?
Yes, I will answer that question. African Americans have been economically disenfranchised due to racism and other social ills. The Montgomery, Alabama Economic Development Committee, with instructions from our national headquarters, seeks to change the course of this grave injustice. Our mission is to encourage and improve economic well-being, thus improving the quality of life for our community. In fulfilling our commitment to Delta Sigma Theta's 5-point thrust, we seek to provide monthly programming as well as quarterly and annual events to ensure education and exposures are provided to the community we serve and beyond.
And so when we speak about the community and beyond, and thinking about those resources and providing education centered around the economic wellness of our community, financial literacy, home ownership, credit, and debt, they're all key components of economic development in that thrust. So what initiatives does your committee have planned to increase the knowledge in these areas?
Financial literacy is very important, as well as home ownership. The committee is excited about forming partnerships with banks and credit unions to provide valuable insight to our community. We will be utilizing our digital footprint to share and highlight these partners and other valuable information.
Yeah. And so when we think about the topic of Black entrepreneurship that we discussed previously before you joined us, entrepreneurship is another focus within our economic development thrust. And so does your committee have plans that connect our community with partners on this initiative that specifically promote Black-owned businesses and minority entrepreneurs?
Yes. The committee is excited about forming partnerships with banks and credit unions to provide valuable insight to our community. We will be utilizing our digital footprint for this effort also.
Yes, ma'am. And so when you say digital footprint and utilizing the digital space to promote these that our community can join Montgomery Alumni, and specifically your committee initiatives. What are some programs that are going to be on the radar for our community members? Are there any upcoming workshops or events the community could show up in full force behind?
Again, the committee's plan is to utilize our digital footprint to share and highlight economic issues and possible solutions. With the new budget for 2026, the committee plans to host an economic development summit to coordinate with April as the National Financial Literacy Month in the United States, a time dedicated to boosting financial education and empowering individuals to take control of their money matters.
Oh, money matters, because the money is important, right?
Yes.
And so what impact do you hope to see from these programs in the local community this year with your opportunities of the workshops and things of that nature?
These initiatives aim to educate the Black community to build generational wealth and economic equity. Also, these programs will provide more visual presence of the Montgomery, Alabama Alumni chapter in our service areas. Also, the chapter members can benefit from these same programs.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Hill. Entrepreneurship builds wealth and uplifts families and strengthens communities. Today's episode highlighted the importance of supporting Black-owned businesses and ensuring that women and minority entrepreneurs have the tools that they need to succeed.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That concludes our show. For more information about our chapter's events and activities, visit our website at MontgomeryAlumnaeDST.org. To like and follow and share Montgomery Alumni Chapter on Facebook and Instagram and also YouTube. Until next time, I'm Jazmin Watson, your host. Tune in to the next MAC-DST Dialogue.
Got a story idea you think we'd like to feature on MAC-DST Dialogues? Email your ideas to corresponding secretary at MontgomeryAlumnae.org or visit the MAC-DST Dialogue show page on the Montgomery, Alabama Alumni Chapter website at MontgomeryAlumnae.org.